What up? It's the Sauce Boss. I'm here with Lynch. How you doing, Lynch?
I'm good.
And I'm here with Donnie Duckets.
Oh, what up?
It's crazy. I didn't come out the gate being like, we got to talk about food, but there's some really interesting food stuff here that I want to talk about. Taco Bell $10 taco subscription. Okay. And McDonald's adult Happy Meal. So McDonald's will make you actually a big Happy Meal. I don't know why I didn't think of this, or they didn't do this earlier, but it's funny because they're only targeting us, like us right now, us three, like mid-30s.
Exactly.
Like,
us
this is for
and
us.
only us.
Mm-hmm. So you get a Big Mac or a 10-piece Happy Meal, and you get a plastic figurine. And who are the plastic figurines? It's Grimace, Hamburglar, Birdie, or
Right,
Cactus
like-
Buddy. I don't even know who Cactus Buddy is, but those are our people. That's like from the Mick Park, when like the Mick Park, you can get killed. There was a cage there. I swear there was a way up. There was no way out. It was just a cage.
That was the Hamburglers prison there.
You remember that?
I do.
It was a dangerous Mick Park back in the day.
Yeah,
I think
it
about
was-
Grimace and Hamburglar. That's our shit.
Yeah.
Do they still have McParks? Like, is that still a thing?
They had the inside piss ball kinds.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
they
and
go
I would never have gotten that as a kid. I wouldn't let my kid go in that. The Burger King. I think Burger King had some shit going down too for a minute.
That Park Ronald shit.
But they're looping you in with this sort of collab Happy Meal. It's not really just like, hey, let's make a Happy Meal for adults. It's a Happy Meal for adults, but also it's for, I guess, hypebeasts or
it is for hypebeasts because they got like merch also. They have McDonald's Drip. And like that also, whether you like it or not, that's kind of for us, you know? You'd be like 20, 28. You really happy about this McDonald's Drip, I bet. But it is good. I don't know if you guys looked at the clothes, but they got like the Moist Towelette t-shirt. So it's like a blue t-shirt with just the package of the Moist Towelette from McDonald's, which I honestly didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, I don't remember a moist towelette.
Yeah, I don't know if we have that in Canada.
Probably not.
And it's got like their like drive-through blue sweatpants. It says like McDonald's, I'm loving it, but everything's got a look to it.
they got the best thing. They have the best thing here. I didn't even notice this because it's
timer?
a timer.
The
but
timer.
The timer's
Okay.
the timer's hilarious because it's McDonald's. Like
For those guys
edition.
listening at home, there's a timer at the top. It says limited edition.
But they have the coffee stirrer hoodie. Remember those classic little spoons?
Yeah, with the like M
I
at the
haven't
top.
seen one of those in so long. That
You're
felt
right.
like the most drug spoon ever.
Yeah, I was
That
gonna
long-
say.
That long brown McDonald's coffee spoon. I don't know when it disappeared, and somehow as a child, those always ended up in my possession all the time. Like I brought them home and like tried to have toys play with them like a weapon. I thought it made a chill spear.
I was about to hate on this whole collab, and now that I've seen the coffee stir hoodie, wow, stir.
It sounds weird, but you're saying it right.
For a coffee stir.
Hoodie or
I love that.
t-shirt?
That's what got you. Okay, the hoodie's $150.
Yeah, I was just about to say the only problem is that it's $150 for the hoodie. And
How
without
much?
knowing the quality, it's very difficult to decide whether I'd
It's
actually
good quality. Come on, it's McDonald's.
The merch, the clothing actually reminds me, like off topic. Have you guys seen the IKEA bucket hat there?
No, it sounds
Oh,
lit.
like-
In this
so you know-
universe of
you know
McDonald's
those,
drip, I feel like McDonald's drip goes very well with an IKEA bucket hat.
Dude, you know those blue bags that you get at the front for like $1? It's like a tarp bag. And you guys are I'm losing you. I'm losing you both.
Who are you picturing in your head right now? I'm picturing something
See you with your stupid fucking blue pants and your hoodie with your IKEA
I
bucket
literally
hat.
have-
It's made out of the
Like,
it's made out of the plastic
It's
IKEA
tarp.
bag.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
made out of the bag material?
It's
Yeah.
literally
That's
a bag just
fire.
like folded and like heat fucking pressed in different directions to make it into a bucket hat. It has like those straps that are the handles are like the band around the outside of the hat, and like it's the blue tarp hat.
This is the thing, though. This is where my life is at, though. Where I see this McDonald's drip, $60, moist towelette, tea, and coffee stir sweater, and the IKEA bucket hat. And I'm like, do I spend $500 for a video to dress like an idiot? Like that's part of the life. Is that something I should do?
I think that
Should I get this IKEA hat?
if and when you ever box again, I think coming out in the McDonald's drip with the IKEA hat.
it'll
It's
be
like,
old by then.
No, we'll
right,
get
which is
McDonald's
even
bags,
funnier.
cut the bags up and put them together and make a shirt out of the McDonald's
Make a
bag.
cape out of it, like
That's
rabbit
actually
belts.
sick. You should do that.
I feel like in the future, there's going to be like collabo with firearms.
Shouldn't they just make an adult park at McDonald's? Like limited time only, bring it back? I'm more likely to do that than probably buy a pair of sweatpants. Just go hang out.
You know
at
that's not true.
Yeah, I don't want you want it. That what you want? You know what I want? I want the Xbox games. Burger King had this Xbox game called Sneak King, and it was sick because it came with a Burger King meal. Imagine you went to McDonald's, you got like a disc. We don't get tangible shit like that anymore. You know what I mean? You'd get a code paper, but I want a disc. I want to bring it home like Sneak King, play a shit
I
game
hung
for
on to
3
that thing.
hours, get a
Yeah.
couple achievements.
But it was like the height of Splinter Cell also, so it was kind of like
It was one of 3 stealth games you could play. The other 2 were like 10 on 10 masterpiece games. And the other one
right,
was Sneak King.
exactly.
Guys, Taco Bell has this $10 digital taco subscription. I didn't know this, but I missed this the first time. We always miss the cool shit in Canada, to be honest with you. But you pay $10 and you get your choice of one of 7 tacos every day for 30 days.
That's
Like
wild.
it's like Netflix for tacos.
It's all,
You're
it's
like,
all
hey,
about subscription services these days.
is it?
It like
Is
to
it
an
all
insane
about that?
degree. To an
Or is it,
insane degree, it is. I do like this fucking taco idea. I actually
you
like
would
this
do
one.
that?
Like, I don't eat Taco Bell, but I would do this for exactly 1 month, and it
You
would kind of
only
be
need
hilarious.
you only need 2 tacos for the whole thing to be worth it. Really,
Exactly.
really.
Exactly. I would definitely. You'd get a month out of me for sure.
Well, their
Mhm.
motives are really just to get your data and have you sign up for their rewards program.
And then they have weird points of data on you
Yeah.
because they're like, we know this man, Donnie Duckets. He would average about 1.25 tacos every 3 months.
Right. His
He
tomato
likes
ratio is
beef.
off the charts.
He likes beef tacos,
Right.
and he maybe lives here.
It brings up a good question for me. What fast food restaurant or what restaurant would you pick for a subscription? Is it Taco Bell? In a vacuum, though. In a vacuum. Consider
Exactly.
this question.
So-
it doesn't matter where it is. You could be living anywhere, drop you down. You have every restaurant available to you.
It ain't that one.
A
It ain't
5-minute
that one.
radius. What is the would it be McDonald's? Like we talked about, if they're going to give you
McDonald's is a good one. It's like McDonald's is a good one. You know, there was a time in my life I would have been like Subway, you know, like depending on when. Like it's just, you know,
what sub would you get?
like I would take A&W because like it's right there. Like I passed one. So strategically, that's a good maneuver for me. In Canada, like I would probably go with Wendy's. Like, you know, if I lived in my family original like childhood home, Wendy's is a good one. But if we're going beyond fast food, like can I choose like a steak restaurant?
That's where I'm at.
By the way, the pass I'm gonna take, this is gonna be wild. I'm taking cereal pass. We're in a vacuum, so I can make up what I want. I want a new box of cereal to show up at my house every day for 30 days. A completely different cereal.
That's too plausible for this game.
That's actually what we got to make moves on right now.
It ain't stupid. But yeah, actually, Lynch, I want to go back to Lynch asked you a question, and that's which is the Subway sandwich? Like, what's the one?
Don't do this.
You have to
me,
pick
bro.
one, and like it's
Don't
funny because
do
I could
this
say
to
all
me.
3 of us probably kind of hate Subway. Like I would rate
Not
Subway
me.
like a.
I like it better than you guys. I'm content with Subway.
It's a 5. It's a 5 on 10, and I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm,
me too. Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
angry when I'm eating it, but I'm disappointed.
Subway sauce everywhere else in the world is a vinaigrette, but in Quebec, my whole childhood, it was this lime green creamy sauce, and I loved it. And when I had that, I liked the steak and cheese. I liked grilled chicken. I liked anything that was a hot sub, never a cold sub at Subway. I never ever did that. On the most off occasion, I would get a meatball sub. But I had to. When I got the meatball sub, I wasn't feeling like I wanted Subway. I was like, I want a meatball sub from Subway. I didn't like walk into Subway and be like, the meatball sub, like some psychopath.
Right.
You know, I went
Yeah.
in for that sub.
I feel you on that one.
But when they changed the
that's not a
sauce,
game. A meatball sub is not a game time decision. A meatball sub is a premeditated act.
yeah, you thought about it yesterday.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it right now, honestly.
I don't think I've
Someone's
ever
getting
had
a
a
meat-
meatball
someone's-
sub.
Someone's
At-
getting the meatball sub just from this convo. If you get the meatball sub, get cheese, and just get green peppers. When they changed the Subway sauce in Montreal from the creamy one to the everyone vinaigrette one, I lost a lot of subs that I liked. So now I'll sometimes get steak and cheese with Chipotle Southwest sauce on it, but my primary sub is the sweet onion chicken teriyaki with the sweet onion sauce.
Sorry, when's the last time you frequented a Subway? I feel like every time I walk by a Subway,
like 2 months ago.
there's no one ever in there.
No,
they're
It
all
always
dead.
looks kind of weird
No.
and sketchy.
You know what?
It always
no.
looks weird. It never looks bumping. Like you go by McDonald's, McDonald's is always bumping. There's never a time you drive by a McDonald's and it's not bumping. I swear it. Anywhere you go, the drive-thru's packed. There's always people in there. You feel like food is transferring over day by day.
Yeah.
That's how I guess I think about going to a place to eat. If I drive by a place that's empty, automatically I'm suspicious of whether the food's been there for a long time, and I'm the first guy to come in 5 days to eat it.
Or
You're
it's like you walk.
suspicious?
I get
curious.
very suspicious,
I'm
yeah.
curious. I'm like, let me see what's going on in there. Let me smell that.
But if I was to pick a subscription service for myself,
Oh
it
yeah.
would be Five Guys.
Whoa, good
Ooh,
call.
Very good call.
Very good call. The cost of Five Guys, if that could be negated, I would be going to Five Guys. I'd be eating fucking burgers no bun sometimes.
That's
Sometimes
top
I'd-
tier for me. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Five Guys
but
is
Five
where
Guys
I go.
is expensive. Like you pay for it, and that's why
I-
it'd be good to get a subscription service.
Is it really that far off from
Five
a
Guys is
McDonald's?
$15 for a Five Guys. Like Five Guys is like literally 6 times the cost of Taco Bell. If
What
you
if
went and
they-
got
what if-
like 4 tacos, that's like a quarter the price of Five Guys. Five Guys is like a clean $12.
Well, but what if you're allowed to just the other restaurants you're allowed to have whatever you want, like McDonald's or Wendy's or whatever you mentioned there, Subway. Five Guys, all you're allowed to have is a burger. That's it.
No,
Double
no,
cheese,
no,
whatever. It doesn't matter.
no.
Bacon
Five
cheese, you can do whatever you want.
It's. I'll be honest with you. It's such a good call that you made. I'm saying that I would do $20 Five Guys service, and I would eat
Hot
Five
dog.
Guys like 7 times a month, and I would gladly pay $20 a month for that.
Okay, call them
And
up.
I'd get whatever you want. You get a large, like, well, not whatever you want, but like, you know, you can get like the burger and the fry. You get the, you know, the hot dog. Shit, I don't know, but I'm down.
I'd probably
Oh.
do Chipotle.
I thought about it when I first brought up Subway and said once upon a time when I've done Subway, that selection transformed into Chipotle because I'm like, what's the thing that's good to have all the time?
Yeah.
But I kind of like low key hate Chipotle.
Well, so
in
do
the
I,
last
but
like 6
I'm-
years, it like changed for me. I used to live across the street from one, and I thought it was amazing. And I'm just like something about it. There's this place in Montreal called Al Quds, and you guys know this place. You can get shawarma there, and you know, some like Lebanese, like Mediterranean food, and it's delicious. And I love it. And I would pay for a speed pass there because sometimes the line's bumping, like too bumping, and at the times when you want it. And I think a speed pass would be sick, and that'd be so dirty pulling up and being in like the short line, like speed pass ticket holder, and you can like go to the front and place your order.
That's interesting.
I've
'cause
never even heard of
you
it.
are the right target.
Well, we're talking about these passes. I just thought we're in a vacuum. When you're in a
No, no,
vacuum, we can say
that-
whatever we want.
That's interesting because it actually you are the perfect target for a speed pass subscription service. You are the exact clientele they're looking for because I think you revealed this
Because I'm ill.
in
I
don't know,
did.
a couple of years ago. We filmed an episode and I know you and I have talked about this off camera. I'm surprised you told everyone about it, but
I know where you're going.
we know your Uber bill. We know what you spent on Uber Eats, and maybe it encompasses more than just Uber Eats. But when you revealed the number to me, we know you're a subscription guy. That's for sure. You were paying for convenience at every moment. So how much did you spend?
And actually, when I say this, I don't think it's chill or anything. And I laugh about it because it's sick. And not like sick, bro. It's like,
Yeah, this isn't a brag. This is like an
It's
acknowledgement
not-
of mental illness.
It's like, yeah. Well, because I know I'm not that guy anymore, so it's chill.
Okay, he's
I'm allowed.
reformed.
It's I spent like $50,000 over $50,000 on Uber Eats, and you know what's crazy
In
about
one
that is,
day, guys. In one fucking
on
day.
a meal. And when that like when you do that, you have to like earn like $90,000 to spend like $50,000 on that. And like some of the things that I ordered were like McDonald's coffee, and like with it was just $10 for a McDonald's coffee, like and I did it all the time.
You didn't even make good decisions. It was all bad decisions. It's like water bottles and coffee, and you're
You
paying
know-
a premium
you know?
of $5 extra just for someone.
Water's
you
a
can
tough
literally walk
look.
around the corner for these
to
items.
fart in their car with my water
Yeah.
and coffee in the front seat.
Bro,
You
water's
and I
a
live
tough
in
look.
opposite spectrums of life because I refuse. I saw a guy the other day. I was driving down here near my house, and some guy was on foot walking down with
Running,
an Uber
holding a
backpack,
coffee
yeah,
from-
Uber backpack on
With my
And I'm like-
coffee in there.
And I'm like, someone paid extra money for that person to literally walk their food to their house.
They're like
And
jogging
that
and,
to me,
banging everything. They're like,
Yeah.
You're getting
Shaking
your,
up
like,
the gravy.
you're getting
You're paying
getting
for
your
the pleasure.
pasta. You're getting your pasta shaken.
you're paying for the pleasure of your food to not be as good as it could be.
Listen, I'll tell you right now, it was pleasurable a lot of times. Trust me, it was very pleasurable.
A lot of the
Sometimes a guy's car in the winter with the heat on actually warmed certain meals up to a nice temperature. So like tacos are good out of a car. I hate to say it. You guys won't believe it. I'm coping. I'm coping right now. That's not true. That's not real. I do want to say the dumbest thing though about like these services, it wasn't like Uber, like something dumb like that got me. What got me is that in the States, you have Postmates. And when I spent a lot of time in the States, we were filming a bunch of videos back then. I like would be on set and I'd have a guy like get me a shirt and underwear because it's like Postmates, and the guy would like call you and he'd be like, yeah, I'm here and they don't have gray ones. I'm like, there's no gray. He's like, well, there's a triple pack with a white, a black, and a gray. You want that? I'm like, what size? He's like, XL, and that's it. I'm like, there's no double XL. He's like, oh yeah, there's one in the back. I'm like, okay, grab that. And and then the guy comes and I'm like, oh, grab me like a coffee. Someone wants something? Yeah, grab that on the way. And then the guy comes and he brings everything, and you're like, this is a crazy service. It's so cool. And then like the charge comes through and it's like $180. And I was like, I didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Listen, if I knew the world was going to be weird for the last 2 years, I wouldn't have gone off on Uber Eats like that.
Right.
You know, I would have like bought a place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like
It's
a nice
funny
it's a nice down payment you spent on gummy worms and cold coffee.
It's funny we could laugh about it now, though.
Yeah.
I think I knew you had an addiction when we were at our cousin's wedding, and you ordered McDonald's Uber Eats. I think everyone there is like, "What's like?" Already, people are looking at you because you're the sauce
Because
bob.
you're 6'7".
My hair was blue and
yeah,
long
you're-
and down.
Your hair was purple and down. You were like in the WWE that day or something like that. I don't know. And you had like
Bleach.
a very loud tie on as well. You definitely were bringing a lot of attention to yourself, but even more so when the Uber Eats car showed up with your McDonald's.
We were
to
like
eat
taking
before the wedding
pictures,
started.
and I'm like, "That's for me."
That's
Okay,
how it rolls.
everyone was hating. It was like time to eat. No one had eaten. No one had eaten in a while. This was like so clutch. This is one of these moments where I'm like, I love Uber, and I don't. By the way, guys, not even that hype. At the time, and the guy walked up. He like walked up holding my hamburger, and it's like, well, that's chill. In what other universe could this hamburger be here right now when I know that we're 3 hours away from eating? This is lit. Let's
So
do it.
actually, a Patreon subscriber to the Are You Garbage podcast sent in a question, and they asked this question on like one of their latest episodes where they're like, is it garbage to order food to a wedding? And they all agreed. The answer was like, like whoever did that, like fuck that guy. Like they were like so angry about it too. So it's funny.
It is.
It's
I
funny
do
for
have
me
to
to now
point
hear
out the guests, and you could actually take this as actually even worse or better, depends on how you, and that's a whole other debate also. The wedding hadn't even started yet. The guests were not there. It was us. It was like my close family. Like
I mean,
people that
you're kind of playing with a little bit. It was more filled up than that. I can't let you get away with that. I can't let you get away with that.
No, it was there. We were like taking pictures. It was like the
No,
wedding
yeah,
didn't start.
you
No
take
one sat
pictures.
no one sat at
take
tables
pictures.
yet.
No, you take pictures when people are there. People
But
are there.
no
You
one
just
sat
go
at
off to the
tables.
side.
No one sat at tables
anyways,
yet.
Anyways,
You don't sit at tables until you get to the actual post wedding reception.
And how far are we from eating at this point?
You get hors d'oeuvres, man. How many
How
weddings
far
you been
away?
to?
How far away were we from eating at that moment in time? We did
20
not
minutes?
see food. We did not see food 20 minutes later. We did not see food 20 minutes
Okay, call
after
him
this
up
moment.
right now. Call him up right now. Let's see.
yeah, let's get a phone in to the show.
No, anyone
corroborate.
that was like, "Oh, what's Harley doing?" Oh, it looks like he's eating. You know the thing we all do? What is this make believe rule right now? It's not like I'm sitting down and they're like, "To my son who's getting married today," and a Domino's guy walks and he's like, "I got an order here." Like
That's a
this
good
was
video.
like before.
good
That
idea.
actually is it's a good prank video. One of those
You would have won the
obnoxious
whole
pranks.
wedding if you did that.
I already
Won.
won that wedding, bro. What are you talking about?
There's
Showed
only
up with
losers
blue
at a
hair and
wedding.
a Big Macs.
No, nobody wins at a wedding, guys. Nobody
Well,
wins.
the people that get married, maybe.
Nobody wins.
Yeah. So you guys know about this fishing scandal?
Yo.
Yeah, weighing out adding weight to their fish to make it weigh more. I mean, by the way, as I say this, like an
Harley
idiot,
Waymornstein.
I never thought about fish. Like, I mean, I did. I thought about like, these video games, these fishing video games, arcade. But I never thought
Cabela's.
about like this move. And when I hear about it, I'm also at the same time like, oh my God, so scandalous. But cutting open fish and adding fish inside the fish to make the fish weigh more to win the
Right.
contest.
Yeah. They were like adding fillets to them and stuff. It's funny. I saw this on Reddit. I didn't think we'd even be talking about this. Like I could see how they're pissed. At first I was like, okay, like, well, first of all, my first take was these are not good people to piss off.
It's a great piece of content.
Yeah, we
It's
should
just a
like
world
link it in the
we're never
description.
transported into the fishing world. How many people are really transported into this small world where maybe it's not a small world, I guess not, because
No, that's a much better way of putting it than how I was trying to put it. I've never been in the fishing world, and now that I'm here, I feel like I'm balls deep in it, and I'm like caught up.
No
I got
pun
caught up big
intended.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
No,
they
they
use lie detector tests.
I couldn't believe that. But in a bunch of them, or in the big ones, they administer polygraphs to make sure they're not lying.
What do they ask?
How do they even get the opportunity to put the lead? This is the part I didn't get to. Maybe Donnie, you know this. How do they have an opportunity to put lead and fillets in the fish?
honestly,
Not like throwing the fish in there and catching it there. Is it all just trust me, bro type stuff? This is like a professional event.
yeah,
No?
you know what? Like, it's funny. It sounds like Harley did a deeper dive. I saw this video. I was like, holy fuck, I get it. I watched it and I was like, yeah, they're pissed. Like, what did they lose? And then I hear another guy in the background screaming, you have a fucking boat. You have a fucking truck. You have all this nice shit that you get from winning all these fucking things and you're a fucking cheater. And I'm like, okay, yeah, like, this is not just like, this wasn't just like for a fucking magazine subscription. Like, this is like serious shit.
No, I actually
Especially
got,
'cause
I
huge
got lost in
industry.
it. It was for $28,000, and if they've been doing it for years,
And yeah, that guy, someone in the back was like, "How many times have you done this?"
Exactly. I
And
don't
was
know
like,
how he
"Oh,
did it.
the
I don't
real
know how and when.
questions."
I
But
don't
I
know.
assume you're like, what? You're out on a boat.
Yeah.
You're out there, like,
I just it's confusing. I feel like I got to figure this out because
But
it is
at the
weird
polygraph, like, what do you ask someone? Did you cheat?
to me. Yeah,
You promise?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, pass the polygraph.
you would think they could eyeball a fish and weight. Is the variance between the sort of length of a fish and the weight of a fish that much that you can't tell? like I was reading the difference in weight. It's like almost double the weight of what it should have been, essentially. And if you're judging fish catching, this is your whole life. This is what you do. If I saw thousands of fishes or whatever it may be, how can you not tell this? I'm just so confused. I left with more questions after my deep dive, to be honest. Yeah. I was like, what is going on here? And it actually made me think about what meals have we faked? I was trying to think about what we've done. This guy's shoving fillets inside of fish.
No, I mean, on Epic Mealtime, one time we used paper instead of lettuce.
That salad meal. Yo, that's sick.
That's your dedication to not eating vegetables, you fucking.
Yeah, it was like on the back end of like vegetables suck, being like, well, not really.
You know what's funny? I got a story for this one.
Uh-oh.
I faked a meal in such a funny way that I couldn't even keep up the ruse because I wanted the credit for it at the same time. Like, I wanted to get away with it, which I did, but then in the end, I preferred the credit for the heist. So, my girlfriend was leaving town for like a weekend or a night or something, and there was like a good half a tub of Haagen-Dazs cookie dough in the freezer, and she's like, "Save me that half. Don't fucking eat it. You ate the first half." And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." So she leaves. I probably survived that situation like 3-4 hours and then obviously devoured it. And I was like, shit. So I went out and I got another one. And
by the way, it's when you got to like the bottom and like you saw the bottom. That's when you're like, I've eaten too much.
That's
like there has to be ice cream layer completely.
Yeah,
covering
exactly.
The bottom.
Like,
once you reveal the bottom layer, it's like.
And
I didn't just.
I didn't
put it back. After you put it back, you're like, oh, I left a good amount.
When you do that, if you put back ice cream that the bottom layer is revealed, like the base of the container, no one else will touch it now. Actually, I won't touch that.
No,
if I go
there's no
near someone's ice cream and I see the bottom, I'm like, I know,
but
you're here eating from it.
But technically, you're looking out for that other person because you left them.
Right. And I didn't just eat the whole thing. I shaved it down like a couple of inches at a time until I was kind of in too deep. And then I was like, all right, I know how to fix this. So I actually went out and got another thing of Haagen-Dazs cookie dough, and I ate half of that down to the point where it was when she left.
This is like a Jughead comic.
And then she came home and she was like, "Oh, you left it for me." And I was like, "Yeah, babe, I'm not gonna eat your half of the ice cream."
You're like lactose.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you're blocking the door to the bathroom. No,
what ice cream was it?
It was Haagen-Dazs cookie dough.
Oh,
like
yeah,
vanilla chocolate chip cookie dough.
Interesting, we're talking about ice cream, but have you noticed the price of food has been going up? Do you shop?
Yeah,
I'm
for
much
your own
too
food
rich to notice these things. No, of course it's fucking insane.
I noticed prices were up when I was in Florida. And guys, when you're in Canada and you go to the US and you look at the cost of an item and you do the exchange rate, you calculate it, you're normally spending less money in the US. And I went to Florida and shit was more expensive than in Canada at Walmart. And things like butter and milk, it was crazy. And everything, like things that were fun. Like I used to like going to grocery stores in the US and grabbing stuff because it was like fun and like bad for you and like crazy flavors that we don't have at home, like in Montreal.
All the illegal poisons that we can't get
and I love that shit because it was cheap. It was cheap. And then I went there and it was expensive. And I was like, well, I don't want to hurt myself at a cost like this. Like hurting myself trying like Eggo flavored Eggos. That sounds stupid, but what you say?
It's actually the funniest thing you've said all night.
You get me with that. Eggo flavored Eggos. I'd be like, I gotta see it. It tastes like an Eggo.
It's the simple things. It's the simple things.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
And shit's more expensive and shit's smaller.
I noticed a bottle of Diet Coke, like one for just yourself. You go and get a Diet Coke bottle, not a 2-liter.
Why are you explaining what a Diet Coke is in the worst
because
way possible?
I think a 2-liter Diet Coke, the price seems reasonable.
Okay.
But when I go in and get a 500
Yeah,
milliliter
it's like
Diet Coke,
it's more expensive
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah.
it feels like I'm paying way more money for the convenience to have it in a little
I swear,
cup.
2 liters. They're like, get 2 liters for $4, or get one smaller bottle for $3.69.
I'm not crazy, right? Because I think about this every time, and I still do
like
it.
that.
I do it all the time because
But
I'm not going to go buy a 2 liter and pour it into a
Yeah,
glass.
you're not going to ask for a styrofoam cup.
Yeah.
No, but there's actually like this, a lot of people are acknowledging this shrinkflation, it's called. And if you go on Reddit, r/shrinkflation, you see people posting, something that they buy week after week, month after month. So they have old packages kicking around. And, and sometimes the most fucked up part about it is that the companies will actually write something like now with 20% more, but it actually has 35% less. Like they're fucking ruthless.
I
They mean
remember
20% more bag and like 35% less product inside.
Like
That's what that
literally,
means?
but it'll be like cleaning products. It'll be anything. It'll be the price went up $1, and they said now with more, but it's actually less. Like it's fucking ruthless.
I remember seeing on Reddit. I don't know if it was that subreddit, but a guy had pulled a Cadbury cream egg out of his
Yes.
freezer that was like 9 years old. And he had a new Cadbury cream egg, and there was like a tweet like Cadbury being like, "We never, bro. You think they're smaller? Hilarious." But then he like had a picture of them both, and it was like, "What now?"
It was one of
What
the first
now?
things I realized, that and Toblerone. When you used to buy a Toblerone,
Bro, it was like 2 hands.
it was like each one of
Toblerone
those
was big.
triangles was like complete. And when you buy them now, they like fake it out. It's like a flat bar with like certain of the triangles are there, but it used to be like fucking full.
And not
You
just
just
that,
opened up so many things in my life that I go and look at that I purchased. I think about this exact thing, but I never really say it to anyone, I guess. I just think about it all the time, like a chocolate bar, how they're now 2 in 1. You know how chocolate bars are very rarely, at least in Canada, they're not one chocolate bar. It's like 2 smaller chocolate bars in one. You're getting 2 for 1. It's like, oh, you get 2 for 1, but it must be some math they figured out.
it must have been someone being like with the amount of chocolate bars that break in quality control, we're better off having smaller chocolate that are more indestructible. And even though it's only like 0.2% of chocolate bars not breaking, this will save us money in the next 10 years.
I have a different take
crazy
on it,
amount.
actually.
Great, because I made that up entirely.
No,
I
and I
want
know
you guys to
did.
know I made that up on the spot.
And I'm making mine up too, but I think mine's more valid.
What?
I think mine's more valid. I think that it might be like, because this is Canada and we have some strict like rules. I really do think that they like probably lobbied in the way that they've like lobbied to like shrink the size of like soda cups and stuff that you could get, and that they had to like label calories on things. Like when we were kids, there wasn't calories on anything. I think that they probably said like, you know what, make it in 2 fucking things so that people don't think they have to eat the whole thing in one go, and it'll kind of like it could reduce the amount of calories that people take in if you give them the option to kind of like easily save half of it.
Yeah.
I think it might be that.
That's interesting.
I'm much more cynical
It's
about
like
it.
nanny state shit.
Okay, let's hear
I'm
this.
much more cynical about it. I think they figured out that to a person who's going to buy a chocolate bar, 2 feels like it is more by a number, right? 2 is more than 1. You're like, oh wow, I get 2.
Check that.
But they
Check that,
really
Harley.
looked at it and they charge more for the 2, but it's not actually 2 of the regular size chocolate bars. It's 2 versions of a single chocolate bar that are smaller. So they just worked out a way to trick you into thinking you're getting a lot more, or a good deal, but really they're getting more revenue out of you. Essentially, they're taking it, and it's more expensive with less chocolate than if you just bought 2 chocolate bars individually before.
So, you know what I like about your take on that is that we can actually both be right here.
I already thought that.
Yeah,
about all,
we
so
can
far,
actually
even with
both be right here, and
me too. Even
that's probably the way it makes the
don't
most
cut
sense.
me out. I actually
No,
think
no.
after hearing everyone's theory at the end, I like my theory the best.
Your theory,
You know
I already
what?
forgot
If
it because
I'm
it wasn't
being-
even that good.
It was.
If I'm
it was
being
an- it was
honest,
an
I don't
engineering
remember your theory.
It was an engineering decision.
Oh,
Like chocolate bars, like I know Henry could break in half very easily.
No.
I know Henry that's broken in half stays
not
on the
getting-
shelf.
Yeah.
I'm not
Stays on the shelf.
buying into your
Doesn't
theory.
matter.
I don't know if
Doesn't
an O.
matter.
Henry.
I'm
I don't know.
I'm
I'm
out.
actually. I'm not buying your
out.
either, though.
Oh,
I'm
fuck
not
your
buying-
theory, bro. Fuck
No,
your
but
theory.
I'm
You're
not
out.
buying your theory. That's cool.
You just said you did, actually. I never said I bought
I'm
yours.
out,
You just said
but
you
I'm
bought
out.
mine.
I'm
Let's
like,
have a talk.
No.
Let's
And
have
you
a
know
talk
about
about
chocolate
which
bars.
model of chocolate bar is a deal breaker when it's broken on the shelf and which one isn't a deal. Like certain chocolate bars, you grab them and you're like, it's broken and you might accept it.
Let me tell you something. If I walked into a store and the chocolate bar is broken and that was the chocolate bar I really wanted, I'm not getting it anymore. I'm not getting a broken chocolate bar. So
Never.
I'll choose a different one. And if that chocolate bar is broken, I'm not getting it. And if every chocolate bar in the store is broken, I'm definitely not getting a chocolate bar from this fucked up place. Every chocolate bar is broken. What's going on here? They're playing with the chocolate bars.
All right.
An employee there goes and fidgets and like breaks them in half.
So let's.
If I got there and if I got to 3 chocolate bars, if I was like, oh, coffee crisp is broken, understandable, but I'm not going to take a broken coffee crisp. Oh, Henry, that's so crazy, which probably wouldn't break because it's gooey, but if it's really broken, I'd be like, someone really fucked with this chocolate bar to break it.
No.
A Kit Kat, I'd be like, yeah, right. Half the fun is me breaking it. And then at that point, 3 broken chocolate bars, I'm out. I'm fucking gone.
First of all, if the coffee
right.
crisp
I don't
is
believe you.
broken,
Oh, yeah, I'll get an arrow.
do you have any idea how much
I don't believe it.
G-force it takes to break a coffee crisp?
I'll get it.
Like you can't even break a coffee crisp
Someone
when
hit it with a
you're
hammer.
trying to. Yeah.
Someone took a mallet and like banged it on the
Yeah,
table.
no,
You
like
guys, it's like Ace Ventura. He's kicking the box around and he delivers it.
there's a
Arrow.
current
If
fucking
I got an
reference
arrow
they're gonna
bar.
get.
If arrow bar was broken,
If you
I'll
don't get
take
Ace
it.
Ventura, then you're the dummy.
Yeah,
not me.
no, you're right. I take a bat. I take a bat.
That arrow bar. I'll take an arrow bar broken.
You'll take a broken arrow,
Yeah. It's fine.
and it's funny.
Bro, it's like so many broken bars. Like, you know how many times I've been tricked by some not feeling correctly? That's the one thing I don't test. I test a lot of things before I buy them.
fuck up like that all the time.
I don't do a lot of testing. But the Twix is actually...
I break a Twix opening it myself.
Hold
haven't had
on.
a
You
Twix
just
in a
argued
long
against
time.
yourself. You just argue. The Twix is exactly your argument that it should be the best one and that doesn't break.
Yeah, but they didn't design that one with that in mind.
You think they don't have enough
Twix is long and
width?
skinny. The
Yeah.
chocolate bars that are they're like shorter and fatter now. They're like more compact. They're like more of like a closer to a square than a rectangle. You know, that's what they're trying to do here. And I also do, all joking aside, I do actually believe they're trying to save money. And they're doing it in every single way. All 3 of the answers result in them trying to make more money out of like nothing. You're lucky we still buying these fucking chocolate bars, bro. Now
No.
we know how bad they are.
Dude,
And
Yeah, they're not
we
even
can
made
go.
of chocolate. They're
You
Well,
think
there's
I
only
buy
one-
chocolate bars? I don't go buy chocolate bars, bro. When I'm there and I'm gonna eat chocolate,
you
I'm
get it from
obviously
Uber
fucking
Eats.
up. No, I'm obviously gonna fuck up. I'm getting a bag of chocolate. You know your favorite chocolate bar? I eat it in a bag.
Oh,
I don't
You're
get
doing
an O.
the bag
Henry
chocolate.
anymore.
First of
I
all-
get the bag of O. Henry bites.
Yes,
I don't
you
even have to
bring
bite-
up something very interesting that is probably not good now, but is very interesting because all this shrinkflation, skimflation, all these fancy terms for whatever the fuck is going
No,
on.
you
with
made that
with the
one up.
chocolate. No, skimflation is a real thing.
Okay,
it's where
no.
they sub other ingredients in
Skinflation.
or cheaper ingredients in.
Us
Into
oh,
the same
that,
product.
okay, interesting.
Yeah, but
Is there a subreddit? Is the question.
I don't know. But Donnie does. I recently, in one of my fuck up scenarios, maybe a couple years ago, I got a box. You know, it's Halloween now, so you walk into any store and you're just bombarded with boxes of mini chocolate bars.
Mhm.
And so this is a separate debate I think we can talk about, but I bought one box and it wasn't even a good one. I got the shitty one. I got the
You didn't
the
get
one
the
that's-
favorites?
No, I got the favorites,
The
but that's not the
Smarties.
best one.
No, it's
Like
not, but that's-
Smarties and
but that's-
Coffee Crisp. The one
but
that's
that's
safe
the
for
No,
default.
the
It's the
peanut,
default.
the
Yeah, yeah.
peanut favorites is if you're gonna go favorites. There's like the peanut favorite.
I
No,
went
no,
with
this
the
is
one.
default. It's
I
default.
went to the one that's
favorites.
safe for
It's
all
Smarties,
kids.
Smarties, Coffee Crisp, Kit Kat, and Arrow.
yeah,
Correct.
those are all.
Anyone can
fucking
have that. You-
bottom
Your
And
tier.
chance
I
of-
actually love this one.
No,
I
see,
love
this is
it.
the issue.
This
I-
is a
I'm
week.
not
This
gonna
is
say
a
it's
week.
the best.
It's a week pack. It's a week.
No, it's not.
It's weak.
Coffee Crisp is top tier.
No,
Arrow is top tier.
It is.
And,
It
and
is.
how
Arrow
can we
mint.
forget? And I know you all disrespect it, and technically it's the worst one in the box because it's plentiful. But
Smarties?
Caramilk
No.
is fucking
Yeah.
a top tier chocolate bar.
Oh,
Caramel's in
can
there
get out of
also.
here.
do they
But
have
what-
caramel in there?
There's
Caramel is
caramel
not
in
in the
there?
favorites.
Yes, it is.
No.
Is it not?
Let's get that on the Google. No,
I don't think it is. I think it's Kit
shit.
Kat
So which
coffee.
one's caramel in?
caramel
might
is going to be in
Oh
a
no,
higher
caramel
tier
with
pack.
crispy crunch. That's a
It's with
banger.
the good
That's
ones.
the banger. Crispy
But-
crunch, caramel.
Yeah, the peanut allergen one can't be the banger box. That's impossible.
You know what? Too
You're
fucking
missing
bad,
so many
these
good
kids.
ingredients.
Too
like
bad.
we just got.
We're
like we
from the
talked about peanuts.
90s, and the kids that we knew that had peanut allergies, they're dead now. Okay, and we rose up from their ashes, and we're gonna eat fucking peanut favorites. I'm sick of coddling these peanut babies out there. It's do or die out there. Okay,
Oh, savage.
fucking do or die out there. This is Halloween. Okay, if there's not a couple of bodies in the street, then you're not doing it right.
That's how it used to be in the 90s.
So, someone's gonna clip that, and I'm gonna get fucking the FBI knocking on my door.
Yeah. But what I wanted to get to for the favorites box, I got it. I was all excited. I got 100 chocolate bars I can just eat as I drive. And
and then sorry, and then stuff all the wrappers into the Smarties box.
that's
You know what
correct.
you mean? Like you
No, I have the big box, so I can just shove all the wrappers back in there. But I
but
do
then
know
it's
what
a
you mean.
fucking minefield in there. You never get anything good again.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anyways,
Right.
go on. Sorry.
There's no logic to my eating.
No.
It was the worst chocolate I've had, and I tested it again, and I feel like the mini bars, they're really skimping out. Like, it tasted different completely. Like the Coffee Crisp, which is a banger chocolate bar, I have to agree. It was terrible. Like, the chocolate was a different consistency. And I was like, this maybe I got a bad box. And I went and got another one. It was the same story. I think that this shrinkflation, skimflation issue has really filtered down the most to the mini chocolate bars because it's just like it's Halloween. You're just throwing these things out like it's nothing. It's little mini ones. Who cares? You eat a bad mini one, you're not as mad as if you get the big bar. You know.
You've said that to me. You're absolutely right. They are affected. They're definitely affected. Because I remember you saying that to me on Halloween. But I always thought that Coffee Crisp held up in its mini form, even with skimflation. Whatever the ingredients were, like that's how I felt. I didn't feel it as much, other than like the chocolate itself. Like the chocolate feels like less than it used to in my memory. Like I felt like chocolate tasted more. These days, chocolate doesn't taste as much. Maybe it's just getting older.
It's 100% right. We have these fucking core memories formed on like eating chocolate and like drinking soft drinks with like sugar and cocoa in the chocolate and shit. And now everything is corn. Everything is corn syrup and corn and soy and sunflower, and like shit is not made the same. It doesn't taste the same, and it's starting to show.
And by the way, that box is called the Nestle Minis. It's Coffee Crisp, I think, is a top tier chocolate bar. Kit Kat, I also think, is a top tier chocolate bar. Aero is a classic, an iconic, is a top tier. It's debatable. And Smarties, which is kind of like lower tier, probably, in my opinion. But
Obviously.
this box, listen to this box.
I can't wait.
The Cadbury Fun Treats, Wonder Bar,
Yeah.
Mr. Big, Crispy Crunch. Stop right there. I won't, though,
Caramel.
because there's also caramel.
Yeah.
But those are that's fun treats, bro. Wonder Bar. That's
Wonder
a
Bar is
banger.
fucking hype, and
In its little form, especially. And that's
Yeah.
probably one that would be affected by skimflation now that I think about it, because that's one where it's like there's a lot going on in the middle of that chocolate bar that needs to be properly taken care of. And if they're skimping on ingredients,
yeah.
Wonder Bar will fuck you.
Yeah, no, Wonder Bar's got like a fucking good like mouth feel. Like you got to like work on a Wonder Bar.
It's got a good like initial bite.
Exactly,
When you hear what you hear when you
You
bite a
probe
Wonder Bar.
in and then you pull out, you know, and
Yeah,
you fucking
yeah.
bring it with you.
Yeah, you don't like bite it off. You like rip it off with your
Yeah.
teeth.
Yeah.
Damn,
Shit,
I'm
man.
tripping right now. I
Yeah,
could go
no, I'm
off on
dying.
some Maltesers.
I like for those who you know.
Some goobers. That's
Yeah.
what they told us, that chocolate covered peanuts are goobers. Chocolate covered raisins
yeah.
are raisinets.
That's
Yeah,
what-
that guy who quoted America beans when I said freedom beans.
More importantly, I mean, I did the I did the research.
I did the math.
Donnie. No, I did the research, Donnie. And it came back. Chocolate covered peanut. Odds on favorite. It blew away.
What research did you do?
You
I ran a poll.
Where?
I ran a poll.
Where'd you run
YouTube, our YouTube
I can tell you
community
something.
page.
You wouldn't even have to run a poll. I would have been able to know that people would have chosen that.
Don't talk about my biases in my research. This
Yeah.
is
I'm just
important
saying.
stuff.
I'm just saying. No, you just like first of all, like you can't trust the internet.
I mean, you guys trust the internet all the time.
No, we don't.
I can't think of the last time I did.
I mean, you trust Uber. That's part of the internet, no?
That's dirty, and I'll give you that. But it's a major reach. That
You know what?
Uber
He
is
did
the
trust
internet,
Uber.
but I'll give
He
you
did
that.
trust Uber,
because
and
I
now
would
look
be
at
able
him.
to-
He lost $50,000 fucking dollars because he trusted the internet, and all he got was popcorn and a water bottle filled with farts.
The internet's the whole reason why all these stupid collabos are happening. Well, not stupid. 50-50 stupid good collabos are happening anyways. It's all for attention. Everything's like, oh, I got the... Like, here's a good example. They relaunched the... I don't want to get this wrong. The Taco Bell pizza. Did you know Taco Bell had a pizza? I didn't know Taco Bell had a
No, I
pizza.
did not. But
I had no idea.
I already
And so-
admitted I'm not a really Taco Bell connoisseur over here. And
Maybe-
like, let's admit it. Like, I don't know. At least in Quebec, Taco Bell is like, do we even fucking have any left?
They closed them in Montreal, in Quebec. The
Right.
Quebec Taco Bells are gone.
They came late though. Like, when did Taco
Well,
Taco Bell?
you know how we have better, like, we have stricter food guidelines in Canada. So places like Taco Bell, we don't have like as many items on the menu.
In Quebec, you mean?
Yeah. And you know what? In places like Wendy's is much better in Canada than in the USA, probably because of the laws here. Having said that, the laws kind of work against Taco Bell because you want Taco Bell to be bad. You're being really bad. You're at Taco Bell. So you want it made really cheap. You want it to be like a dozen different things that you could order from
Well,
their
that
dollar
KFC
menu.
Taco Bell no longer exists in
No,
No.
they're all out of Quebec. They're all gone.
And
that's
and
probably
I
because
think
it's Quebec. Though.
it's mostly language laws.
No,
I think
I would go to
it out.
Taco Bell. I went to Taco Bell in Toronto and I hated it every time.
Oh, okay.
You know
But
what
I
was
go to
funny for
Taco
me?
Bell in LA and it's like it's bumping. It's like the right
I had a
shittiness.
very fucking like fake news kind of fucking relationship with Taco Bell because I, having grown up in Quebec and Montreal, never fucking tried it. And when I was 13 years old, I went with my girlfriend at the time. She had family in New Brunswick or something. We drove out there and they had Taco Bell there in Nova Scotia. And I had Taco Bell in Nova Scotia and I was like, this is fucking litty titty. Like, this is amazing. I wish we had Taco Bell. And then like probably 4 years later, we had it and I didn't go once.
Hmm. It was also a very bad Taco Bell. This was crazy. You remember when they had 6-hour lineups at the Taco Bell drive-thru?
That's like
Do you remember this?
That's like such Montreal shit. The same
do
thing
you
happened when
remember
they,
this?
I don't, but I
don't remember
that is
that
the
Taco
most-
Bell outside our school had 6-hour drive-thru lineups for a full month because so many people had never had Taco Bell, like people that never left the province, and they all drove and lined up. Like it was nuts. It was like that for months until I could try that place. I had already tried it and I knew what it tasted like, so I didn't care to wait in line. But I remember like when it was like a 45-minute wait that time after like a month and a half, and I was like, finally, and waited for it, and it came and it was shit and it sucked.
things like
Okay,
that
but-
will happen here though. Like I remember Krispy Kreme was another thing that
I
like
hated that.
it
It's
was
the
late.
worst.
Like we were older when Krispy Kreme showed up. We were fucking like 17, 18 years old.
The suburb that I grew up in,
L'Île de
like,
West.
filmed a lot of the first epic meals, like the first 100s, just like this suburb, English speaking suburb, like a little outside of Montreal. And where
Well,
everyone for
it's
some reason
inside Montreal.
where so many people for some reason grow up and want to be rappers. Strange how it happens, but yeah, it does. A lot of people wanted to be rappers from there. How do I know? Because I wanted to be a rapper. But it was like, if you didn't want to be a rapper, you were chill anyways. And yeah, when things happen there, people get excited. Like, I mean, I don't want to diss it, but the IMAX is a big deal when that happened. We got an IMAX theater, one IMAX screen. Crazy.
But that actually, that is something I can get behind. Waiting above 10 minutes, maybe half an hour at most to get a food item.
Taco Bell.
It's like ice cream, the phenomenon of ice cream now, and here where I live or anywhere. And people wait in the biggest lineups. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
The biggest lineups.
I can't believe that waiting in huge lineups is so normalized for ice cream. When I was in Halifax, every ice cream place had a huge lineup. And it's because they let people try 2 or 3 flavors before they serve them. So people are standing there and they're trying on little spoons flavors and then being like, these 2. And then after you've been waiting and you get there, you're like, well, obviously I'm going to try 2 flavors so I make the right choice because it's been a fucking major time endeavor here. But I saw someone tweet this and I agree, like, enough of the little spoons. You don't get to try your ice cream anymore.
Right.
I forget who tweeted
You're
this,
an adult, okay? Figure it out and commit.
And they were like, they said, like, yeah, if you fuck up, worst case scenario, you got ice cream that you didn't like that much. Get a new flavor next time. Still got ice cream.
Yeah,
but we're done with the little spoons.
As a known cynic, I kind of somewhat refuse to line up for anything for the most part. Like if there's a big lineup for something,
that's what Lynch was saying also.
Yeah, like I'll do something else. I'll fucking do something else. And it's funny because I've actually had moments where I'm like, oh, I'm kind of fucked. I guess I got to line up for this. And then been in the line and then didn't make it anyways. Like I'm in the line and like I'll
that's
literally
the worst thing that could ever happen.
I'll literally turn around and like the person and I'm like, what am I lining up for this fucking garbage for? I'm like lining up for like a soggy shish taouk at like a fucking nasty ass chain. And like,
yeah,
I'm in a line.
I do lineups quite often. I mean, I like to go to a lot of midnight releases. I like events that are hyped up so that I understand there will be a line involved. Like I'm okay with it. There's just certain activities I will not like. I will not wait in line to get into a place. Like I don't want to go to like a club, like, you know, like a concert. Yeah. A club. Like I can't stand in line with like that maybe situation where a man is at the end of the line deciding and it's like an arbitrary, like, you know, but I'll go to like Universal Studios, which I have, and like I'll see a 48-minute wait and I'll stand in line 48 minutes waiting to go on the ride for 4 minutes. And I've been happy with the results, but like a club, it's like, what, this guy? No, put a timer there and I'll decide, but I can't just have a person because then you get up to the front and he's like, no, you can't. No hat.
Yeah, your shoes are the wrong color.
Yeah, exactly. Something. Well, I mean, it hasn't really happened.
No, that's changed. That's a very like our grown up age where you had
2003, no jeans.
You had to wear like polos.
Yeah,
and
dress shirts.
No jeans. Now people wear
I was
sweatpants.
referencing like scenarios like, you know, that don't occur anymore.
Yeah.
Like, come on, the sauce boss waiting in line at the club. What do you think this is? But I genuinely like wouldn't wait for that, but you'll catch me there being like, yo, Avengers Endgame, I'm gonna go line up right now.
I don't know if this is good or bad, and I sometimes I kind of lean either side sometimes, but the whole loss of the dress code is something that I take a lot of pleasure in. I take a lot of pleasure in showing up to a steakhouse wearing a sweatsuit.
That's where you are, though.
That's so funny.
That's where you are. And this is what I liked about LA, and this is what I do like about Toronto. No one will tell you that because they don't know you. If you are in a small town or a smaller town, these dress codes do exist, but you think someone's going to say to you, possibly like a coach on the Raptors, that he can't wear his hat and shoes in here, or you're in LA, you're going to tell them, a Kardashian's cousin's friend,
exactly,
that they can't come in with their hat. Like that's what
you
it is.
think this is a geographical thing.
I think it's a big. I do think it's a big city thing. I think places in Montreal, they'll be like, some places they'll be like, you can't do that in here.
And there's nothing wrong. I think I do sometimes reflect and go, well, maybe it'd be nice to get dressed up and wear some, you know, something other than a sweatsuit out, you know. But for some reason, a steakhouse gives me a lot of pleasure just showing up Because you're about to get fat anyways.
Yeah, you want to eat steak and bread in your sweatpants.
No, I have a buddy.
You don't want to like notch the belt lower, like, you know?
No.
I have a buddy who's like a fucking foodie.
Me?
And no, it would actually be interesting to talk to him at some point, maybe. And he's like really he's showed me all the best restaurants I've eaten at in this city are places he's shown me. And it's so funny because I'll go with him and he's showing up in a fucking cap and a sweatsuit and like the whole look, but like he's buying the whole menu. Like it's like you could really sleep on this guy. If you saw him walk into your restaurant, you'd be like, oh, fucking great. You could really sleep on this guy. He will make your week. And like he wears a sweatsuit every time. Sweatsuit, cap, running shoes. Fucking, but he's got a Rolex on under that.
I don't know why Donnie did this minus the Rolex. I have gone with Donnie dressed like shit also and ordered the menu. Have I not? Was I not dressed like shit that night?
Not only did
I not have a Rolex not on my wrist?
You don't have a Rolex.
I said that.
Not only did we order the whole menu, but you ordered stuff that wasn't even on the menu, and they left the fucking restaurant to go get it for you and bring it back.
I didn't tell them to do that.
You did not ask him to do that. You asked them for something, and it wasn't there, and they went of their own volition and got it, and it was a fucking boss move. And shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. We tipped accordingly. Especially when we found out that someone had to leave the establishment and like run to another establishment to pick this up.
What is this item you ordered off menu?
Oh, it was actually much better not saying it.
Yeah,
it was much better not saying it because it sounded cooler and mysterious. But I guess we'll be honest with the people listening at the podcast. It was a Diet Coke.
Yeah, yes. It was like a Diet Coke Zero.
That Diet Coke had to be so clutch. Like the meal probably.
What do you mean it was cold? Right from the fucking like it came right from like the freezer.
Was the food?
They were like, we have the most famous fucking guy from Dollard here, and you guys can't even provide him a can of fucking Diet Coke. Go get him the fucking Diet Coke.
What's the Diet Coke?
What was the food?
It's a great question. It was like it was artichoke, like with this like crazy like garlic. I want to say garlic, just like very interesting, like
no, it's like
sauce on it.
It's like a chipotle. It's kind of like
interesting. Yeah,
it's kind of like a chipotle mustard kind of.
Hold on.
Yeah, and you did the work. You did the work.
No. So
this
the place,
is an item, bro. We're going through the menu right now.
Yeah. I don't even know what kind of food is this place. Like I wouldn't be able to pin it down.
Place, they sell bread and like meat and wine.
Bread, meat, and wine. If you're savvy enough, you could figure out the place. They sell bread, meat, and wine.
Yeah, and this place is
did
like.
Did not give you traffic updates or something like that? Why are you trying to not let them know?
I mean, we could put them out. They did do they're a great place.
Furley?
Yeah, Furley.
Yeah.
Furley and
that's
Hudson.
The place called. It was fried artichokes. And like, you know, you had to kind of like, you didn't get to eat the whole thing. You had to do it yourself. You know, it wasn't like done for you.
My least favorite kind of restaurant.
I like that Korean barbecue. Where you bite the artichoke yourself. Like they cook it, you know?
What?
It's not like cut up into little like chunks that you scoop up. It was like you're getting a full artichoke and you're like eating this.
There's nothing wrong with that. Can you just cut it with your own fork? Like
yeah, but even if you cut it, you still have to like kind of scrape it with your teeth. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
there's work
to do. Stem kind of.
It's a fibrous tuber.
I see what you mean. Yeah, okay, I get you now.
You know, I don't want to necessarily say that we're always going to be talking about food, but a lot of this stuff was very interesting to me. And I feel like sometimes we don't even scratch the surface of how deep I want to go. And we'll do that on future episodes. And so do a solid, rate and review it, subscribe, share with your friends. You guys are all awesome. Donnie Duckets, Lynch, thanks for hopping on.
Thank you.
Peace.